There are 7 types of friends who can quietly destroy your life. And the most dangerous one is not the obvious jealous friend. It's the friend who makes you feel completely comfortable staying exactly where you are. And yes, I said destroy, because not every friendship ruins your life through some dramatic betrayal. Sometimes it happens through tiny permissions you keep giving yourself because the people around you keep giving them to you too. So let's talk about it. Number 1, the friend who needs you to stay small. You tell her you're applying for the job, starting the business, getting serious about your health, moving somewhere new, and suddenly she has 17 reasons it won't work. Are you sure? That sounds risky. But what if you fail and she calls it concern? No, sometimes concern is just fear wearing a cardigan. A good friend can warn you about a bad decision without making your ambition feel embarrassing. Number 2, the chaos addict. Every week there's a crisis, a new enemy, a new man, a new emergency, and somehow you're always the emotional support department. You start confusing intimacy with constant crisis management. But psychologically, repeated exposure to someone else's chaos can normalize instability for you. Eventually, peace starts feeling boring because your nervous system has gotten used to putting out fires. I love you too much to be your unpaid crisis manager. Number 3, the friend who competes with you while pretending she doesn't. You share good news and suddenly hers is better. You get something, she got something more expensive. You make a change, she has already been doing it for 3 years. And listen, healthy friends can absolutely be competitive in playful ways. That's not the issue. The issue is when your success consistently creates tension instead of genuine happiness. You should not have to dim your life so someone else can emotionally tolerate it. Number 4, the friend who makes you distrust yourself. This one is sneaky. You tell her something happened and somehow you leave the conversation wondering whether you imagined it. You know what you felt, but she keeps reframing it until you're apologizing for having a reaction in the first place. That kind of relationship slowly chips away at self-trust. And self-trust is one of the most valuable things you own. Number 5, the friend who only loves the version of you that is useful to her. You're always available, you listen, you give advice, you pick up the phone, you make the plans, but the second you have boundaries, suddenly you've changed. Of course I changed. That was the assignment. If the friendship only works when you are endlessly accommodating, it doesn't actually love you. It loves your access. Number 6, the friend who keeps you emotionally stuck in your old identity. She remembers every embarrassing thing you did at 19. Every bad relationship, every phase you've outgrown, and she keeps dragging that version of you into the room like it still gets a vote. There's something deeply liberating about being around people who allow you to become unfamiliar. You should be able to evolve without submitting a formal explanation to the people who knew you before you did. And number 7, my least favorite, the friend who makes self-betrayal feel normal. She stays in relationships she hates, tolerates disrespect, abandons her own goals, and then subtly encourages you to do the same because your growth makes her choices harder to ignore. This is why your standards matter. Not because you need perfect friends. Please, I'm not looking for a friendship resume, but because your closest relationships become part of the environment your mind operates in. You don't need friends who agree with everything you do. You need friends who can tell you the truth without trying to control you, celebrate you without competing with you, and watch you grow without needing to shrink themselves. And honestly, I'm obsessed with becoming the kind of woman who is almost impossible to drag backwards. Not because I think I'm better than everyone, although obviously I do have my moments, but because I finally understand that loving myself means being extremely selective about what gets access to me. Your life is already hard enough. Your friends should not be another obstacle course. Love you no matter what.